This is part of the makeup marathon where I'm comparing. I'm just so professional and brilliant at this, aren't I? I am comparing some favorites that I've been using this past year and deciding what I may be doing going forward, if I'm going to change it up or stick with some old faithfuls. I'd also love your comments below on what your favorites are per category, because I'm going to be doing these videos by category. I just got through doing pre-treatments, which would be any kind of retinol, any kind of eye cream, any kind of syrup. Put syrup on your face. Serum. Any kind of moisturizer, those kinds of things. Or your favorite cleanser, which I have to tell you, there was a favorite cleanser I used to use, and I cannot even think of the name of it. But that just shows you I've not used it for so long. They changed up the packaging, and I couldn't tell if they'd also changed up the formula, so it kind of bugs me when companies do that, but I understand they got to stay with it. So, packaging doesn't always mean a change in formula. So, anyway, my mother always taught me a good hot washcloth. Just good scrub your face, and that will slough the old dead skin cells off. If you use soap on your face, I would only recommend Dove Quarter Cleansing Cream. So, yes, it really is. It's more of a cleansing cream, or Noxzema, an old Noxzema. Actually, that to me is what this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, which I just used. And look how shiny. Puts a lot of moisture on your face. So, and it smells like that. Noxzema smells like that. But that smells like that. Noxzema came first. Okay. So, what are we going to do next? Well, we have things that you put under your foundation next. So, there are things like primer. At the beginning of last year, I really enjoyed Spackle, which is a Laura Geller product, and it is a tinted under makeup primer, and I really did like it. I haven't used it in a long time, so I'm not sure I should. So that's one thing. But as the year went on, I tried this. I think, who was it that recommended this on YouTube? I can't remember now. But it's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion, and it also gives a true glow underneath. Charlotte Tilbury, again, has products that do this. It's a little more expensive. This you can get in the drugstore, and I have found it to be a very, very good primer. One of my primers that I used was from the dermatologist, and it had an SPF 40. So if you do not have an SPF in your primer or foundation, or some people just put on SPF 40, it's just a product, then what I would say about that is your foundation absolutely has to have it, at least a 30, okay? Especially if you're doing treatments like retinol or Retin-A. If you're using Retin-A, you're getting that from a dermatologist. They should be telling you what to use. So this is Glotion, and it has turned out to be my favorite. If you're going to use a primer, I mainly just put it right here where the deep pores are on the nose, either side of the nose, and on the chin. And if you just like to have the shine, just whatever's left over on my fingers, then I just go ahead and go on the rest of my face. And because it's a primer, you can put it over your eyes, but I'm also going to show you some eye primers. Okay. Eyeshadow primers. What did I just drop on myself? I don't know. Okay. I didn't use Spackle, and I'll tell you, I think I really do like it. Let me just do one side of my face with Spackle and see. Because it says it's tinted, and I can't remember why. Sometimes the reason I stop using stuff, it smells good. Oh my gosh, that smells good, y'all. Here's the difference. They both have a shine to them. I don't see a lot of tint change here. And frankly, I'll be honest with you, I'm not noticing that it's filling the pores. But it's supposed to prime your face. And I do like both of those. I don't know why I stopped using this. So out of the two, this you can get at Ulta or Sephora, and this you can get at the grocery store or your drugstore. So you take your pick. This is Spackle. This is Glotion. This seems to have a little bit more of a shimmer to it, y'all. This has a shine. This has more of a shimmer. I like them both. I like them both. I think I like this one better. But boy, that smelled good. All right, let me wipe off my hands. All right, then we want to, and I just told y'all this in the other video, always do your eyes first, because whatever you put on your face now, that's on your fingers. So make sure I have 3 little cloths that hang on my drawer here, makeup cloths. And hold on, let me just pull one of them off so you can see it. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, Beth, what's going on here? Why can't I get these off? There they are. But yes, you should, I'll just lay one in my lap. You should always have a makeup cloth to wipe your hands off in between everything you do. Or if you wipe off, for instance, your eyelash curler, then you need to, once you wipe this off, you need to definitely get these things through the wash daily. Okay. That's why I have 3, because if I'm out of one, I still have one hanging there. Okay. Eye primer. I am a huge fan of 2. And I'm not sure which one I like better, but I think I like the second one better. The first one is Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's a good eye primer. It's all these do, really, your concealer can do the same exact thing, is you put them right on your lid, like put them on your lid first, and then blend up into your crease. And then go on over and, on up to your brow. All this does is kind of prep your eye to be a smooth slate, even your tear duct, and right underneath your lashes. It gives a smooth, kind of sticky slate for eyeshadow to be applied. So I do that as a primer. And I also, this next one is an old favorite. It's Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I love Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I think the best. I think I like them the best. So it's just a little baby size. It was a sample. And again, just go over your lid, that's the main thing, and then build into your crease. And why your crease? Well, that's usually, if it's a crease, that's going to be where and go right under the lashes where shadow will be. That is where you will tend to crease. And so that you want a primer to keep it from creasing. Okay, so now we're going to move straight from primers to under eye concealers. And I have 2 favorites. Y'all should know by now what they are. I still feel like this is my favorite. This is Rimmel's Match Perfection. I like it in color 230, which is fair light. And this is Maybelline's Instant Age Rewinder Eraser, and it's in color 110 Fair. And I'll just do one of each. It's a, and I always go around my nose into that big crease right there. And I usually actually do a little bit. Some people put their concealer on after. I put mine before. And if I still see age bite or something like that, I may touch up after. Okay. This one, this is just a little bit thicker. And the thinner, the better. You don't want a lot of product. Out comes a little pooch. And it's a little brush. So you can brush it on if you want. I could brush it on if you want. The only thing is, afterwards, you need to clean that little brush. And also, I'm going to be using my finger anyway. Go down past the nose, into that little... Anything that has a crease gets darker, so if you can put highlight there, it's best. Okay, and I'm going to kind of blend that out. We'll change fingers and blend this one out. You can see this one's a little whiter, this one's a little more yellow. And so, again, make sure you get your tear duct. And sometimes, like I said, I go over my eye, even on top of that primer. Just make sure you pat it so that you don't see any lines. Also go down the nose just to fill those pores, to be honest. Same thing here. Around the nose. Make sure you get it real good out of that little crux. And make sure you kind of I feel like this one's not performing as well as the Rimmel this morning, and normally it does. I like them both, but Rimmel is my favorite. If you're wondering what are my favorites, that's my favorite. Okay? Okay. Another thing that I do love to use, I don't think you can get it anymore, but I'm just going to tell you, I do like to use a brush instead of my fingers sometimes. And the best brush there is, I'm not sure they have it anymore, but it was a Lancome. And it literally is just so good for swooshing it on and then afterwards patting it on. It is the best brush. A lot of people like to use sponges. I'm not a sponge fan. I hate having to clean them constantly. They're gross to me, but I know that they do just the same thing. They do a good job of taking some of the makeup back off and blending it in seamlessly because it's a sponge after all. So, sponges do that. So, but then just like cleaning a sponge, which you have to just clean with soap and water, and when you do, it just keeps, just like with your dishes downstairs. All right, every time, you clean your sponge out, then it's got soap in it and you have to rinse it about 400 times and you've used about a bathtub full of water. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather clean a brush, which is a lot easier to clean, doesn't take as much water or time. And, for spot cleaning, I use my cloth and I'm just kind of, you know, getting it off of it. That's a dirty one. I need to, matter of fact, it's probably time to clean both of those, both the brush and we won't use that towel anymore. Okay, y'all. I think that's it. Oh, no, wait. One more thing. For Brightener, I really do like the Givenchy Mr. Light, and it's one step further. I'll go ahead and do it a little bit. And really, you should do this first, and the next product I'm going to show you, second, it's just a little brighter. You see that? See how this is bluer? That's brighter. I love it. I think my color is 3W02 is the item code, but it says number 4. Again, that's Givenchy Mr. Light Stilo Corrector Lumiere. Well, this also is a stilo corrector. This is Chantecaille. Y'all see me 100 times use this. Le Camouflage pen, and it says number 2 on the end. And it's very peachy colored, and it's a pump style instead of a twist. And this is definitely more of a peach. The other is more of a yellow. I feel like now that we've got them both together. And look how that color cancels the blue. Actually, out of the two, y'all, I feel like that one did better, but it could just be a more poochy on this side today. Again, really good to use a little brush. I'm not going to clean this again. Just kind of swish it once. Make sure you get right there under your brow in that tear duct area just as well. And then just tab it on all the way out. And then kind of blend down. All the way out. And then kind of blend down. And you can always go down your nose again. Go around the crux of your nose again. Go in these little jowls again. Right there. And that's it. Okay, y'all. So the next thing we will get to foundation finally. But these are just kind of some of the pre-things to do. Do you have to do them? No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, sometimes I just do them. And don't even wear the foundation. So whatever you want to do, you guys. Love you. See you in the next